I'm Andrew Moran, Liberty Nation's economics editor.
Very, very rocky.
Death by government.
Drain the swamp.
Hello and welcome to another installment of Liberty Nation's Swamponomics videocast. I'm Andrew Moran, Liberty Nation's economics editor. This week, the war on junk fees. President Joe Biden unveiled a new sweeping rule from the Federal Trade Commission, or FTC. The FTC proposed making businesses across the country in all industries reveal the full price upfront to customers. If not, FTC regulators would impose financial penalties on businesses refusing to show the total upfront price and secure refunds for consumers who have been defrauded by companies for charging hidden fees. This new rule, if implemented as written, would affect concert and sports tickets, hotel rooms, car rentals, apartments, and other sectors in the service economy. Meanwhile, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, or CFPB, will prevent big banks and credit unions from charging account holders for basic services like checking bank account balances or asking for account information necessary for applications. Plus, in a separate CFPB rule, banks would be mandated to allow customers to send transaction data to other banks, making it easier for depositors to switch to competing financial institutions. But this apparently is just the beginning, as President Joe Biden revealed that his team is looking for tens of billions of dollars in other junk fees across the economy. Speaking from the Rose Garden on October 11th, President Biden told the crowd, quote,
If these rules are finalized, they won't just be voluntary. They'll be made mandatory.
It will do more than embarrass companies. It will make it mandatory.
Folks are tired of being taken advantage of and played for suckers.
But is this really the top of the mind of consumers? The administration thinks so, claiming that the actions already undertaken by the federal government have resulted in billions of dollars in savings. But not so fast, experts say. Economists have noted that it is unlikely that consumers have saved much money for a few reasons. First, the war on junk fees does not eliminate companies' costs, so businesses will always find a way to cover their costs and expenses by passing it on to, you guessed it, the consumer. Second, the adjustments would simply revise the pricing structure by redistributing funds between various clients, meaning the total cost would be largely unchanged. Lastly, many businesses would merely lump all their charges and fees into a single all-inclusive price, leaving everyone to pay, you guessed it again, higher prices. Of course, if we think about it too, the optics are really, really bad. President Biden announced the new sweeping measures from the Rose Garden on October 11th, days after Hamas launched an attack against Israel, potentially leading to a wider and deadlier conflict in the Middle East. In other words, instead of trying to get American hostages out of the hands of Hamas, President Biden is spending his time helping people save money on Taylor Swift concert tickets. At this stage of the video, I would normally try to tie in a point with something related to, I guess, Taylor Swift. But I have zero clue what her songs are. So for that, I will defer to Uprising host and Liberty Nation legal affairs editor and Taylor Swift connoisseur, Scott Cosenza. So with that said, that's it from this week. Please read my full Swamponomics column on the pages of LibertyNation.com and be sure to check out my previous Swamponomics TV interviews. Thank you. I'm Andrew Moran, Liberty Nation's economics editor.
Very, very rocky.
Death by government.
Drain the swamp.
Don't get caught up in the media madness. Join our movement for free thinking and free speech at libertynation.com. Publishing news and analysis 24/7 with original articles by our team of authors who tell it like it is. Join us each week for online TV shows, The Uprising Podcast, and Liberty Nation Radio. We believe in free thinking and free speech. We are libertynation.com.